these are kind of interesting. We're going to go way ahead here, but you were talking about different types of
Yeah.
cards. This is a CD. This is a pay pass. Uh, this is actually
Oh,
put on your
okay.
key ring, and it was a
Yeah.
contactless.
Right.
Um, these were probably issued, I think, 15 years ago. And here's another version that goes
Now I
on
have
your
seen
key
that.
ring.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
I found an article on this because people were complaining that once you were done with it, it was hard to destroy the thing. It's
Right. Yeah.
so durable. They
Yeah.
couldn't hardly break it in half or whatever which people usually do with their cards. They couldn't figure out how to destroy the thing, so nobody would use it.
So I'll show my examples I have here. I only have a few interesting ones. So this I got this issue, this Discover card.
Right,
It has my name on it, but I can blur that. Anyways, yeah, and it goes on your key ring,
right.
right? And when you're ready to use it, you just kind of open it up and you swipe.
Do have a couple of versions of that. There
Yeah,
was two that
of
looked very
course.
similar. I'm not sure how long but I don't think they were used for 3 or 4 years or so. I would say.
And then this is this more is more than anything. It's just it's a card that the only plutonium card that I'm familiar with. I have a few of
You're
those. Huh?
you're not gold, you're not platinum, but you're
No,
plutonium.
plutonium, man. And then of course I don't know if you've seen the tree card. Now I got mine wet, so you can see the damage on it, but it's made of wood.
Oh
Um,
no, now that
so
I've not ever seen that
yeah,
before.
you can still get these. You can go to Tree Card
Oh
and to their website. Yeah, I'm sure you want to add that to your collection.
yeah,
Um,
I do
you do,
definitely.
you do. It's it has the
Collect
chip
credit
on it.
cards. You have
Yeah,
to keep a good credit
right.
rating so you can
I know,
go
right?
apply for these cards.
You're always applying. They're like, oh, he keeps. But yeah, the tree card was interesting. They say it's better for the environment to use. But yeah, I would check that out.
I will. I will
Um,
definitely.
yeah. So, and yeah, I just think it's so interesting, and even the packaging is getting very creative, right? So the packaging, you open it up and there it is, and um, it's just crazy. A lot of it seems like it's kind of gimmicky. Like this is kind of gimmicky to me. This right? Maybe it'll get you to use it more by having something different, being able to pull out a wooden card or even the how they have cards have the orange or different colors on the side. All that's to get you to use it more. But I think what's even more interesting is what we've been talking about with the way that technology has changed the efficiency and the effectiveness of that card to where now you have a card, it's gonna within less than a second you're gonna know that transaction's approved. You
Sure.
almost know before you go into any place. You don't have to question whether or not it's going to work. And it all started, back then with the very early ones where we're just going from merchant to merchant to where now Bank Americard became Visa, MasterCharge became MasterCard. These are you have Discover here in the U.S. is widely accepted. American Express. It doesn't matter what kind of card you have almost. Any other examples or anything that we haven't talked about?
Well, again, I'll jump around here a little bit, but just a
Yeah.
couple of things I had pulled out. Technology wise, this was a Bank of Delaware card used a very short period of time,
Mm,
but before the magnetic stripe, this was an attempt to this card went into a machine, and the holes were read by a machine. Like I said, this is around 1967 or so. So it was a pretty early
that's
attempt
wow. Yeah.
to for this to go into a machine and have some kind of early authorization.
Right.
Towards that, but it was very limited. This is like a sample card
Yeah.
that came from the company that manufactured the cards.
That's interesting.
But this is the
Yeah.
technology is interesting.
Right. Yeah. You'd have to have a special reader, I imagine, to.
Yes, yeah, and that was all, very, very early. Very, I've read some that the stuff was almost handmade,
Right.
because they just like that card. There probably wasn't a dozen stores that took that card, and
Right.
they very limited production of a machine,
Yeah.
to use that card.
I hope you enjoyed that video. What a great group, the ACCCS. Make sure to check them out. The link is in the description below. The link is in the description below. Subscribe, like the video, watch the full video, and we're done.